guys, Denise here from Sewlimitless, and in today's video I am going to talk about one of my latest Minerva makes. I've made a couple of things lately. So the first one is a top that I made, so let's get started. First of all, welcome back to the channel if you are returning. If you're new here, then hi, my name is Denise, and I want to talk about this top I made. I used Butterick 6685. That's this pattern here. I believe this might still be available. It's from 2019. Super simple. But the fabric is the thing that, that's the reason that I made this. I am a Minerva Brand Ambassador. So I have a selection of fabrics to choose from, usually month to month. So for this particular time, I had chosen what is a cotton lawn. It's called Minerva Sylvan Secrets Supima Cotton Lawn Print on Demand Fabric. Right, so I've never used cotton lawn before. I've always seen usually dresses or tops made with this fabric. And normally what I've seen at least is printed fabrics with like small flowers. It's very feminine and nice and lightweight. So since it's been so hot here, I thought this would be a good fabric for a top. So as I said, it is a very lightweight woven fabric. This one is 100% cotton, and there's no stretch in the fabric. I wanted to make something light and flowy because it is such a nice fabric and easy to work with as well. Yeah, this is some of the material that's left over. It's just a nice lightweight fabric, and since it's cotton, I figured it would be great for summer since, like I said, it's been so hot and you don't have to worry about not being able to, like, it trapping in any moisture or sweat, basically. So I wanted to make a nice flowy top. I chose this pattern. It's a pattern I've made before, but I made View C, which is this one here. And the reason is because I really like how these sleeves are. I thought that would be really nice with pairing it with this fabric. It is so lightweight and it moves, and you know, if you're out in the breeze or whatever. So I thought that would be really, really pretty. So that is what I did, and that's why I chose what I chose. I do have more fabric, as I've shown you. I might have enough to make like a pair of palazzo pants or something like that, which would also be really nice because that would be a set. And, you know, the palazzo pants they're basically wide leg and lots of volume. You can tone down the volume if you want, but it's a nice flowy kind of a feel, very beachy, summer-like type of a feel with the palazzo pants. So that might be an option for something later on. Originally, I was going to do something more like a dress, but after everything that happened here and not having, you know, with the tree falling on the house and then cutting most of the electricity and really not having electricity in the basement where I sew. So I changed my plan and decided to do something very simple and easy. And that's another reason I chose the top. Now, this is a print-on-demand fabric. So I guess, I don't know how the process works, but I guess they have the cotton lawn, and I don't know if it has the black background already or if it's just solid white, but they print the design on it as it is ordered. So that was interesting. They tell you it may take a little bit longer to get your fabric if you do choose a print on demand, but they are doing more and more of that, which is great, I think, because I guess it's more environmentally friendly for one thing, and probably you would need less storage. So anyway, that is something that Minerva is doing. The only thing different I did with my pattern and my top that I made is I did not make the sash. I actually did cut it out, but I didn't make it because I just like how it looks and how it feels without the waist being cinched in. I didn't really feel that was necessary for this particular top. But the fabric is fantastic. You know, Minerva is in the UK, and it generally, from the time I order to the time I receive fabrics here in the States, I'm on the East Coast, it only takes maybe a couple of weeks at the most. Actually, their time has gotten a little bit shorter, so sometimes it's only a week from the time I order till the time I'm actually getting it, it's actually being delivered to me. So yeah, I really like this fabric. It is soft. It washes great. I always wash my fabrics first, regardless of whether it is woven or knit. I like to start with a clean slate, clean project, clean fabrics. And I wash in cold water, and I will put it in the dryer on low heat, and that works out just fine. Sometimes I will have to press it a little bit. I'm sure I did press this, but it wasn't like super wrinkly or anything. I just like it really pressed when I'm about to lay out my project. But I really like this. It did not have problems with raveling or anything like that when I cut it. I did use the serger for some of the seams just to finish them off, because I just like to do that. Some people don't like to use the serger, and I get it. I do. I like to serge my seams generally as much as I can, as far as the interior seams. That's just my preference. I like to do that. But yeah, this was something that was really easy to do. The other thing that I will do, let me just backtrack a minute. The other thing that I will do if I'm not serging is I will use my pinking shears, and I just pink some of those seams. And when I was making this, because we didn't have a whole lot of power, a lot of electricity in the house, so I had to be selective about what I was going to do. I did do more pinking of the edge of the seams, seam allowances, than I actually normally would, to be honest, just because I didn't have to switch out my machines, because I only had like one outlet that I could use at the time, so I didn't have to keep switching out my machine. I would just use the pinking shears and trim those seam allowances, press them flat, and that works out great also. So if you don't have a serger, don't feel bad. You can just use your pinking shears and you'll be fine. Now for this also, I did a little video where I used the rolled hem foot, and that was the first time that I've done that, because all of these seams, or these hems, are curved. So the sleeve hem is basically, when you're making it, it's a big circle, and the bottom is curved as well. I only used the rolled hem foot on the sleeve hem just because I wanted to give it a try. Like I said in that little video, I've had that foot for years and honestly never used it. I have a Bernina machine, so I have a Bernina, many of the Bernina feet. So I did that. I gave it a try. It did work out it worked out fine. It's something that you do need to practice, which, like I said, it was my first time doing it, so it was a little wonky in places, but for the most part, it worked out just great. I am not convinced that it is faster to use a rolled hem foot than to just do it the old-fashioned way, just stitch like 1/4 of an inch along the edge, and then basically just roll that up and press it and then stitch it, use a straight stitch. I would have gotten better results had I done that, only because that's the way that I would normally have done it. But like I said, I just wanted to try something new. Sometimes you got to do that. I think you have a little bit more ease and a little more control if you just use your regular sewing machine with the regular foot and just do the straight stitch and all of that. But, if you know how to use the rolled hem foot, go for it, because that might be faster for you to do it that way. But that is it for this video. Let me know in the comments, do you have experience with you doing those rolled hems, or those like very narrow hems is what I'm what they're really talking about. But let me know if you have any questions or comments about the video. Please leave them down below. Also, please give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss a new video the next time I upload a video. But I do thank you all for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.